everyone, this is Karen.
Cuckoo. Hi everybody, I'm your cuckoo host, Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of our lesson called The Cuckoo, not your average bird. And the vocabulary words are signal.
Signal.
The sound of the alarm signals the time to wake up.
Arrival.
Arrival.
The plane's arrival is delayed by 45 minutes.
Fate.
Fate.
Most of the things that happen in life are a result of fate.
Amazing.
Amazing.
It's amazing that you've never been outside the country.
Yeah, never.
Wow.
Cunning.
Cunning.
Some stores use cunning strategies to make people spend more. So we're still talking about these interesting birds, cuckoo birds, that have a bad reputation.
And there's also some stories or myths about what happens when you hear the cuckoo cuckooing. So when it's doing its
little... When you hear the first call every single year, right? When they migrate from Africa to Europe and Asia.
That's right, they're a migratory bird.
That's right. So there's a lot of superstitions, right?
Yes, so what's one of the superstitions?
Well, I heard that, when you hear the first call and then you touch your pocket, if you have some money in your pocket, that means you will have good luck in the coming year.
Ooh, so you'll keep having more money probably, right?
Right.
There's a really interesting one. If you are unmarried.
Okay, you're single.
And you hear the cuckoo, so the sound of the cuckoo, so for example, if you hear cuckoo, that's 2, right? So if you hear, let me test you. If you hear cuckoo, 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 how many years will I be single for?
Is that 14?
I don't know. It's a long time. But I'm going to be single for a long time.
So the amount of sound that you hear, that means the amount of years that you will remain single for.
Yes.
That is really interesting.
Drive you crazy, right?
I don't know if it's true, but it's just a fun story to tell.
Let's learn more about the cuckoo.
All right.
Cuckoo.
Enjoy today's lesson.
The cuckoo, not your average bird.
Another feature of the common cuckoo is that it's migratory, arriving in Europe and Asia from Africa in early April each year. For many, hearing the first cuckoo call of the year signals the official arrival of spring. There's also a host of superstitions surrounding the first cuckoo call. According to one, if you have money in your pocket when you hear the first call, you'll have good luck for the coming year. Unmarried people should know that the number of cuckoo calls, or notes in a call, can represent the number of years they'll remain single.
Today's lesson is called The Cuckoo, Not Your Average Bird, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And the cuckoo is definitely not your average bird, not your ordinary or typical boring bird. No, first of all, it's got that crazy sound, cuckoo. Also, the cuckoo is named cuckoo in many other languages, and they're also evil. Cuckoos are evil. They will push other eggs out of nests. Mother cuckoos will push the eggs of other birds out of nests, and even the babies will do it so that those other birds will raise the cuckoo. I shouldn't say they're evil. This is from a human point of view. The cuckoo birds are just doing what is natural to them, but they're definitely not your typical or ordinary bird. So let's read on and learn more about them. It says, another feature of the common cuckoo is that it's migratory, arriving in Europe and Asia from Africa in early April each year. So basically it's one of those birds that will fly south to warmer parts of the world in the winter and then fly back north in the spring. Because it moves like this, we call it migratory.
So there you go. The cuckoo, 1, evil, 2, migratory. I think I've got that covered.
Okay.
Anyways, for many, hearing the first cuckoo call of the year, cuckoo, cuckoo, this signals the official arrival of spring. That's when you know that winter has ended and spring has arrived. You hear the call of this bird, the cuckoo. Anyways, we've got two vocabulary words to talk about right now. The first of these is the verb signal. Okay, here to signal is to mean. Okay, this call, it means that spring has arrived, or it signals the arrival of spring. Yes, to signal something is to say or to indicate without saying that something has happened or has occurred or has come, like spring. This call signals or says, hey, spring has officially arrived. For example, the sound of the alarm signals the time to wake up.
And for many people, when the weather warms up and the flowers come out after the winter, that will signal the arrival of spring. The arrival of something is just when it gets there, or in the case of a season, when it begins, all right? So this is basically just the noun form of the verb to arrive. When you arrive somewhere, your journey is over, you have reached the place that you were traveling to. So we can turn that into the noun arrival. What is your time of arrival? What time will you arrive? What time will you get here? What time will your journey be over? For example, the plane's arrival is delayed by 45 minutes, so it will arrive 45 minutes late. Let's get back to the article. So along with its strange call and slightly strange behavior, there are also superstitions around the cuckoo. It says there's also a host of superstitions surrounding the first cuckoo call. So when we first hear its call in the springtime.
There you go.
Okay.
Superstitions. According to one of these superstitions, if you have money in your pocket when you hear the first call, you'll have good luck for the coming year. And that's why I always carry money at all times. Now there's more. Unmarried people should know that the number of cuckoo calls or notes in a call can represent the number of years they'll remain single.
Oh.
There you go. So take note of that, unmarried single people. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。Cuckoo 是杜鹃鸟布谷鸟。那我们在第一天的课文提到，这种鸟会把蛋放到别的鸟巢，骗其他的鸟来帮它养小孩。而且刚出生的鸟还有可能会把人家家的蛋啊，或是雏鸟推出鸟巢外。所以这种鸟在英文里面有一些不好的语义。那杜鹃鸟的另外一个特点是，它们会迁徙。杜鹃鸟是候鸟，每年4月初的时候会从非洲抵达欧洲和亚洲。那对很多人来说，听到杜鹃鸟的第一声鸟啼声，就代表了春天正式到来了。好，先来看两个单字 ，signal。Signal 它是当动词来表达发出信号或者是表示显示。那么 arrival 它是当名词表示到达到来。那么文中的 migratory 它是用来形容迁徙的、移居的。好，课文提到说，其实有很多迷信啊，是跟杜鹃鸟的第一声鸟叫声有关。像是如果听到第一声杜鹃鸟叫啊，然后你刚好口袋里面有钱，那接下来这一年都会有好运哦。还有一个迷信是，未婚的人你要特别注意杜鹃鸟叫了几声，叫几声就代表你会单身几年。好，这边一个补充单字 superstition 就表示迷信。接回到课文中。
The cuckoo, not your average bird.
In some instances, cuckoos represent sorrow and loss. One European fairy tale describes a sad mother who turns into a cuckoo upon the death of her 3 sons in war. In a Chinese story, a king who died in sorrow turned into a cuckoo and returned to Earth each spring to remind people of his fate. Cuckoos also evoke sadness in Japan, where they often symbolize the desire of spirits to reunite with their living loved ones.
All right, so before the break, we started talking about superstitions surrounding the cuckoo. And get this, in some instances, cuckoos represent sorrow and loss. So there are superstitions, but then people somehow have come to associate cuckoos with sadness and sorrow and loss. What gives, Mike?
I don't know. Maybe the call of the cuckoo can be kind of lonely and sad when you hear it at sometimes. Well, let's look at one of these stories or one of these sort of folk tales. It says one European fairy tale describes a sad mother who turns into a cuckoo upon the death of her 3 sons in war. Wow, so 3 of her boys went off to war. They all died, and the sadness turned this woman into a cuckoo. So obviously, the cuckoo is a symbol of sadness. Now, that was a European story, but closer to home, we next read in a Chinese story, a king who died in sorrow turned into a cuckoo and returned to earth each spring to remind people of his fate. So the reason these people turned into cuckoos is a little bit different, but both involved great sadness.
And sorrow.
Yeah.
Anyways, here let's go ahead and talk about the word fate. It's a noun. Your fate is how you're going to end up. It's not unlike your destiny, destiny. Now, one note, your fate, it's how you're going to end up in the end. But usually you don't have control of your fate or your destiny, okay? When you're talking about your fate, you're talking about your life, how the things in your life are going to unfold. And well, it's going to talk about how you're going to end, okay? Whether it ended up well or ended up bad. You can't know for sure, and you can't control it either. Anyways, for example, most of the things that happen in life are a result of fate. Yes, some people don't believe in free will. They believe, hey, everything has been decided, even your fate and your destiny.
Wow, that's pretty sad. And
Pretty
here's
sad.
another sad story involving the cuckoo. Cuckoos also evoke sadness in Japan, where they often symbolize the desire of spirits to reunite with their living loved ones. So it's a slightly different version, but cuckoos still represent sadness and loss in Japan, where they sort of symbolize or they bring to life this desire, this dream that we often have of seeing our dead loved ones again. So that kind of feeling of loss and missing them is also wrapped up in the cuckoo in Japan. Fascinating stuff. Let's take a little break and then we'll be back with more.
杜鹃鸟在某些例子里面代表着哀伤和失去，像有一个欧洲童话故事啊，是在讲一位悲伤的母亲，当她3个儿子在战争中死亡的时候，她就化身成一只杜鹃鸟了。那在中国也有一个民间传说，是关于某一个国王，他因为悲伤而死亡，然后化身成杜鹃鸟，每年春天呢就会回到人世间来提醒人们他的命运。还有在日本，杜鹃鸟也会引起悲伤，引起感伤。这种鸟啊，通常就象征着灵魂想要跟活着的挚爱亲人团聚的那种渴望。我们先来看看单字 fate。fate 表示命运或是宿命。那有一个意思差不多的字是 destiny。destiny 也是指命运，它是拼作 destiny。好，刚刚 Jeff 老师提到，命运就是关于一个人会展开什么样的人生嘛。那老师用到 unfold 就表示展开、摊开，这个字是拼作 unfold。好，接着来看补充单字 evoke，它是指引起、唤起，是当动词来用。symbolize 表示象征或是表示，也是当动词来用。那再顺便补充一下 ，Mike 老师刚刚用到一个名词叫做 folk tale 就表示民间传说、民间故事。那它是拼作 folktale folk tale。介华课文中。
The cuckoo, not your average bird.
It's amazing to think that the cuckoo can mean so many things. Then again, its call and cunning method of survival do set it apart from the average bird.
Wow, it just struck me that the cuckoo is kind of everywhere. For me, it's amazing to think that the cuckoo can mean so many things. Consider my mind blown.
And if your mind is blown, you probably heard or saw something or learned something amazing. Something incredible, something that's hard to believe, something that seems out of this world, yet probably or could be true. So if it makes you go, wow, I'm really surprised, it's probably quite amazing. For example, it's amazing that you've never been outside the country. If you meet someone who's, 40 years old or older and they say, I've never left Taiwan, you might say, not even to Hong Kong or Japan? That's amazing. It's incredible. It's hard to believe, even if it is true. So yes, the cuckoo is amazing, and the number of different stories and superstitions around it, again, incredible or amazing. Then again, its call and cunning method of survival do set it apart from the average bird. So when you take away the superstitions, it's true, just the cuckoo itself, the call, its natural behavior, these things do set it apart, or definitely, move it away from sort of the category of boring birds to weird birds.
Yeah, for the most part, these cuckoo birds, boy, are they ever cunning. They're able to kill other birds and get most of the human attention that other birds should probably get. But hey, this makes sense. Because of their cunning method of survival, they do stand alone, or they have been set apart from the average bird. Now, before we take a break here, let's go ahead and talk about the adjective cunning. Ooh, when I think of cunning, I think of someone who is clever and smart in a slightly evil way. Not unlike the cuckoo, okay? For example, some stores use cunning strategies to make people spend more. We're smart, we're clever, but we're also slightly evil or bad. We are cunning, C-U-N-N-I-N-G. Now that does it for our article on the cuckoo. But we're not done quite yet. We still have the what do you think question. Mike, what is your favorite type of bird? And please explain why it's your favorite.
This is something I have never thought about for a moment, so I'll say for me, chickens are the best because they're tasty. Is that a bad reason?
No. I like chickens too. They're also quite tasty as well, but I really love the pelican.
The pelican, okay.
Pelicans are birds that can dive into the water and eat fish.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, crows are the best because I learned that they're really smart.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're kind of evil too, but...
Also not delicious, not as delicious as the chicken, but
how about
what
a pelican?
Can you do?
Have you ever eaten a pelican?
It's illegal
I
to
think
kill
that,
and eat
that
pelicans.
wouldn't be good. Don't eat.
Anyways,
don't do that.
folks, with that, that's it for our lesson. It's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
看了这2天的课文，同学们有没有觉得很惊讶？布谷鸟竟然可以代表这么多事情诶！独特的叫声，还有狡猾的生存方式，确实让它们跟一般的鸟有所不同。好，那课文里面用到 set somebody apart from 什么什么，或是 set something apart from 什么什么，就表示使某人或某事物不同于什么，或是优于什么什么。那这边还有2个单字 amazing。Amazing 就是形容令人称奇的、惊人的。Mike 老师在解释单字时用到 incredible 也可以用来形容惊人的、非常好的，或是难以置信的。它是拼作 incredible。好，那么老师还有用到 out of this world。Out of this world 就是用来表达非常好的、不同凡响的。好，下一个单字 cunning 它是形容狡猾的、奸诈的。顺便补充一下，刚刚老师在聊自己喜欢的鸟类时 ，Jeff 老师说的 pelican 就是鹈鹕，俗称唐鹅。那 pelican 它是拼作 P-E-L-I-C-A-N。好啦，以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍文法重点有4个哦。第一个是 A。turn into 或是 turn to be。第二个是 upon 加名词或动名词，逗号主词加动词。第三个是 in 加上情绪名词。第4个是 remind somebody of something。好，我们先来学 A turn into B 或是 A turn to be。这个句型是用来表达 A 变成 B。例如 The frog turned into a handsome prince， 那只青蛙变成帅气的王子了。好，另外我们也可以用 turn A into B 或是 turn A to B 来表达把 A 变成 B。例如 The witch turned the princess into stone. 巫婆把公主变成石头了。童话故事里面的王子公主都还蛮衰的。接着我们来学 upon 加上名词或动名词，逗号，主词加动词。那这个句型里面的 upon 就是指当什么什么时，一怎么样就怎么样。那它是介系词，所以后面是接名词或动名词。例如 Upon entering the room, I noticed a strange smell. 我一进房间就发现一股怪味。好，那说到一怎么样就怎么样，同学们有没有马上想到另外一个用法呢？没错，就是 as soon as。as soon as 跟 once 都可以用来表达一怎么样就怎么样。不过呢，它们是用来连接子句，所以刚刚的例句应该要改成 As soon as I entered the room, I noticed a strange smell. 或者是说 Once I entered the room, I noticed a strange smell. 接着我们来学 in 加上情绪名词，这个用法很好理解，在某个情绪里面，那就表示处于某个情绪当中，像 in sorrow 就是哀伤的、伤心的 ，in anger 气愤的 ，in shock 惊讶的 ，in happiness 快乐的。embarrassment 尴尬的等等。好，那么 in 加上情绪名词就是当副词来用，可以修饰动词或是摆在句子的最前面来修饰整个句子。例如 The fans screamed in excitement when the band started to play. 乐团开始演奏的时候，粉丝就兴奋的尖叫，哇！最后我们来学 remind somebody of something。那么动词 remind 它有提醒啊，使什么想起、记起的意思。那么 remind somebody of something 就是指使某人想起某事物。例如 This song reminds me of him. 这首歌使我想起他。突然好想你，你会在哪里？我再唱下去会被剪掉。好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见了，拜拜。
哦，你又来了！英文怎么表达？
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，
我是悠悠。
我
们说，遇到那种天兵或是不可理喻的事情，英文要怎么说
？Come on. 2. Give me a break. 3. That's such a lame excuse. 4. For crying out loud. 5. Oh, please. 6. Save it. 第一个呢 ，Come on。
哦，这个要看语气。
看语气，它意思太多了。我们可以是鼓励人家 ，Come on，Come on，Do it，I know you can do it，Come on。对。
然后一种是，
请跟我来 ，Come on，Let's go。对 ，Come on，Let's go。对，跟我一起来。
OK。
也都是看语气。如果他都不来，对不对？哦 ，Come on，Let's go 的时候，快
Come
on，Let's go。
这不耐烦哦。
对。
不会吧？你又来了，你又来，
你又犯了这个错误了。
Yeah。
又来了。
Come
on，You make the same mistake again。
还有刚刚那一句后面可以加什么东西？有什么字可以加？
就是已经很不耐烦了，是吗 ？Come on，Give me a break。Give
me a break.
Give me a break， 就是你饶了我吧。
哦，不是让我休息一下。
对，不是什么啊，这什么意思？给我一个破坏。哎呀 ，Give me a break， 他的意思就是你让我松一口气。
饶了我吧。
你饶了我吧 ，Give me a break。
行行好，行不行？是不是？如果对方借口真的太烂了，我们要怎么说？
就说 That's such a lame excuse。That's
such a lame excuse。Excuse
是借口，对不对？但借口有好的跟不好的。
对，
很烂的。
Good excuse 或者是
还有 bad， 那 bad 到一个
bad 到极点。
lame 逊爆了哈，这个 lame 是蹩脚的意思，这个太烂了。That's such a lame excuse.
That's such a lame excuse. 或者还可以怎么说？
你还可以再加强语气，说 For crying out loud.
要哭大声点。
对，没有 ，No. For crying out loud 是一个很奇怪的一个表达方法，很特别。它原来是什么 ？For God's sake. 对 ，for 点的 sake 意思看在什么什么的份上。
老天爷。
所以 For God's sake 就是看在老天爷的份上嘛。但是呢，我们常常只能说 讲这个 God 不大好嘛，对不
没有礼
对？
貌
所以呢
对，
有些人还会把它变成什么嘞？For heaven's sake。
For heaven's sake，
对，就是要拜托你正常一点好吗？就看在老天的份上，For heaven's sake。但是呢，你也可以说什么 For the love of God。For
the love of God。
对，那你真的都不想要讲到 heaven， 不想讲到 God，你就说 For crying out loud。
就是要
拜托一点，
老天爷的份上
，For crying out loud。
crying out loud。
对，
好妙的用法哦。
对对对。
哇，那如果对方还继续讲，那没有再提，
可以了，可以了哦，就是
还在那边跟你 argue 这样子，
你省力气吧，英文就是 save it，save it， 哦，你不要再讲了，就是不要白费唇舌了，不要白费力气了 ，save it，
省你的力气吧
，save it，
好了 ，stop，save
it。
Let's see 我们的 live action。Okay。Yes。Can I have a word with you?Why were you late again this morning?
The bus was too crowded and I couldn't get a taxi.
Come on, give me a break. That's such a lame excuse.
But it's true.
For crying out loud. You could have left for work earlier.
But...
Okay, please save it. Get back to work.